Hello everyone, Machine Gun Joe here, going to show you Fight Night Champion for the PlayStation 3. Fight Night Champion is the fifth installment of Fight Night, and I gotta say, it is one of the best installments, or it's just one of the best games ever. And I mean that, it's certainly one of the best boxing games ever made, and it's the best installment in the Fight Night series. They just did a really good job. And it's everything from the mechanics, the graphics, and then they added a champion mode, which is basically a story mode. And that's really good. That was really impressive. But even if you're not into the story mode stuff and you liked all the other fight nights, this is your game too, because everything is essentially the same, except they just improved the graphics and all-around mechanics of everything. And then there's the boxer growth. Obviously, you know, they still have the legacy mode, which I was always a big fan of. And the boxer growth is essentially this right here. And you get to pick, basically, you know, the strength of each of the types of punches. So a jab to the head, or a jab to the body, a straight to the head, or a straight to the body, and hooks, uppercuts, everything. And then you can add a little experience points to combinations, blocking, head movement, chin, and heart. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I thought that was it. And then I noticed that there's the athleticism that you can also increase in. And that's your strength, speed, endurance, conditioning, toughness, and reflexes, as well as cuts and swelling. And I'll get into cuts and swelling in a little bit, but I thought that was really cool that, you know, there's more than one dimension to add to your boxer's growth. And so they just kind of diversified everything, and they made it, you know, it's not more complicated, but it's more in depth. So I don't know, I just thought it was really good. The cuts and swelling, you have no effect over that other than how you box. I thought that was a great addition. Like, you can't add or change your cuts or swelling at all. It's only based off of how well you fight in a boxing match, and that's really cool. Not so good for the, you know, guys who are sluggers like me. I'm a guy who, you know, like, will throw 100 punches around, and I'm here to knock you out as fast as possible, and I get hit a lot in the process. But really good for the Philly shell counterpunchers. Yeah, this is definitely a counterpuncher's fight night. But anyway, so that's how you basically upgrade your boxers. So I made a boxer. I make a lot of boxers. I do a lot of legacy, and I thought the character Isaac Frost in the story mode was such a cool character with all his tattoos and everything. I mean, to me, he looks like Eminem on steroids. So I chose him as my legacy guy. But I have a lot of legacy guys, and I have some other videos with them in the starring roles. So really, I'm just going to show you, you know, what Fight Night is like in the gameplay mode. You know, this should be in HD. So it's on All Pro, which is, I believe that's 1 or 2 levels below the highest. GOAT is the highest level, greatest of all time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to our World Championship pay-per-view action. I'm Joe Tessitore.
Yep, and I'm up against Joe Frazier. You know, they even made the intros different. So all the intros, you know, as you can see, it is the same in a degree, but they just made it more in depth with the camera angles and sweeping motions. The introductions are definitely longer than they were before. See, that's Eminem on steroids. I'm telling you.
Joe Frazier's making his way to the ring right now. You can see in his eyes what his intentions are tonight.
They added a lot of boxers this year, like Jesse James Leha, and Zab Judah is finally on there. But really, they didn't. All in all, it's about the same number of boxers that they had for Fight Night 4. Look at my guy, 19 wins, 19 KOs. And the Haymaker, they more or less took the Haymaker away. It's not this really slow, telepathic punch, but it's actually a really fast punch that's designed to knock you out, and I felt that that was more realistic. And the same consequences, if you don't land that, you're wide open to get a counter shot. But it made the game faster, and I like that.
He wastes no time. He goes right out of that corner with one thing in mind. Get rid of that guy.
They added commentary. They still have some of the old commentary from last year, but they did add a couple more lines.
Bobbing and weaving and keeping those gloves up. That has to be respected. He has to pay attention to that. He already knows he has power. He has to respect the other man.
Make that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Isaac Ross' work in training camp is now paying off. You see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination. Okay, now get your hands. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Isaac Frost isn't a one punch at a time. He will throw combinations like that. Joe Frazier's on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. His opponent dazed and stunned. Things opened up and he was able to place the right hand well.
And that was a Haymaker that I used to stun Frazier. It's still the same. You get a pump of adrenaline when you get a guy stunned.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops,
Ooh.
back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Ross' right hand did a nice job that time. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
Joe, in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Where you can go after him. You gotta be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
I think Isaac Ross' opponent may regret not jumping all over him. Ross able to recover. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. At this stage of a fight, Teddy, these very early moments, how much of your training will you stress to a guy to try to go to the body?
Oh yeah, and they also added you can do the Haymaker with the straight now. And it used to be only limited to the uppercuts and the hooks. But now you can do a Haymaker with the straight cross. And I'm a big fan of the straight cross, so I also like that.
Each man has hurt the other. Able to block that away and was targeted for his head. Crashes home with the uppercut. You see him with the left of the head there? Big Isaac Frost lands the hook that time. Frost is so dangerous with punches like that. Frost impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Look at this, another power punch able to land. We're early on in this fight. He's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
Step to the side and then lands it.
They disappear on him, and then all of a sudden appear on him.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Good return fire that time. And bang, and away he goes, able to land that power punch.
Trying to force his way in that front door, and he got smacked with that door.
Ooh. I had a feeling I was about to go down with that Frazier punch. Oh yeah, and the recovery in between rounds. You don't do anything. So there's no more trying to fix that. What it is you have to fight efficiently, and that will determine how much stamina and damage is recovered. And as you can see, based off of my punch stats, I got 9% and 4% recovery.
Okay, right? Briefly. Listen, to a wide punch, caught you. Tight of punches, right? So a fresh round is underway, but is it a fresh fighter? Frazier's corner is hoping so. Based on what we saw at the end of the last round, who knows?
Those corners should also be hoping that his opponent across the way doesn't come out here like the executioner to get this over with. Because if he does, I think he's over.
Cross putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. He has his target. He lands a straight right. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Cross not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. That's a momentum changer upstairs. Overhand right can be so effective. Little head hunting with the left. Coming to the halfway point of this.
Oh, going down.
Good knifing punch. That back power hand just scored the knockdown. 2, 3. Frost still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
He's starting to gain some momentum here, especially if he can keep connecting with the left hand like that. Isaac Frost is so good with that left.
Ugh. You know, the All-Pro, the AI, when you're up in the top 10 rankings, which is where me and Frazier are right now, they're really good at the blocking and counter punching. And it's basically the same kind of difficulty, I think, as Pro, but you're more susceptible to these crazy flash knockdowns like what just happened to me a few moments ago. So that causes you to be more defensive, I think, and more cautious. But if this video runs into 15 minutes, I'm just going to do a part 2. And, and that's simply if you're interested in seeing who won this fight and how I continue to box Mr. Frazier over here.
Just doing the things that he came here to do. Use the jab and be steady.
And now they're trading blows. Joe Frazier's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the...
And I keep on punching myself dry and continuing to punch, and to keep on keeping my eye off that stamina. It's kind of hard to record and fight at the same time. And I have a whole host of other excuses if you're interested in them, but I'm usually better in this. Not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm fairly above average when it comes to fight night. I'm certainly not the best, but I think I could beat just about anybody. If that makes any sense. Yeah, and there I go again. Oh, see, and when your stamina is all the way down, and you get hit with a punch, you're much more likely to get stunned or knocked down. And I will definitely be making a part 2, so I'll see you guys later.